I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. A crack in a gutter led to big problems at a building in downtown Port Jervis earlier today. It happened in a vacant building on Front Street, the former Levin Furniture property next to H&R Block. Leaking water from the gutter worked its way behind the brick facade with a combination of freezing and thawing, triggering a partial collapse, sending bricks and other debris into an alleyway. The discovery of a large crack in the side of the building today also raised concerns about the structural integrity of the building. There were no injuries reported. Those in the H&R Block business were evacuated as a precaution while engineers inspected the structure. Word from Port Jervis city officials is that the building will be torn down. Reporter James Nanny will have further details here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. If people attending this morning's meeting of the Ulster County Chamber of Commerce were hoping to hear a major political announcement from County Executive Michael Hein, they left disappointed. Hein, a Democrat, was the guest speaker at this morning's event, and while there's been speculation that he may run for the congressional seat the Democrat Maurice Hinchey will vacate at the end of the year, Hein did not disclose his political plans, saying only that, quote, "What we've decided on is that we haven't decided," end quote. The configuration of the 22nd Congressional District won't be known until redistricting process is completed. What Hein did address was the need to hold the New York City Department of Environmental Protection accountable for reservoir leaks that have plagued county residents. And he told county business reps that he would support efforts to bring casino gaming to the former Nevele Hotel in Ellenville. Controversy is brewing in the village of Monticello, where the hiring of a police commission consultant has riled up members of the police department. Village trustees this week hired Preston Felton through March 6th to work with a commission that was formed back in December and is headed by Mayor Gordon Jenkins. Felton is a former state police acting superintendent who resigned in 2008 after being implicated in the Troopergate scandal. Mayor Jenkins says Felton could provide some good ideas. Monticello's PBA president John Rigler has called the hiring a, quote, slap in the face. The mayor and the police have frequently been at odds, with some officers seeing the formation of the police commission as a takeover. He pleaded guilty to a first-degree assault charge for a shooting incident in Middletown last September. Now, 20-year-old Christian Majika of Middletown will serve 14 years in prison for that crime. Majika was sentenced in Orange County Court for the September 10th shooting outside a residence on Houston Avenue. Gunfire erupted during an argument between four men, and the victim was shot in the lower body, a wound that required surgery. A charge of felony assault has been lodged against a Montgomery man following a stabbing on Fairlawn Avenue in the town of Wallkill. 26-year-old Gunwinder Singh was taken into custody following the incident where a 17-year-old Middletown youth was repeatedly stabbed. The victim was taken to Orange Regional Medical Center for treatment of non-life-threatening wounds to his face, arm, and hand. And it's a major milestone for an area organization that's been in the business of helping people with disabilities improve their quality of life. This is the 25th year of operation for Newburgh-based Independent Living Incorporated. Doug Hovey is the founding executive director, a man who's been at the forefront of the effort to break down attitudinal and architectural barriers facing those with a disability.
We've seen significant improvements and advancements in the level of accessibility and acceptance of people with disabilities in our community throughout the state, throughout the nation. And you have to remember, we opened our doors prior to the Americans with Disabilities Act, and I do remember many facilities and restaurants and theaters, community places of public accommodation that were completely inaccessible back in the 70s and 80s. And today the landscape is changing. We're very pleased that we're seeing significant improvements in the level of accessibility and as I say, receptivity by the community. We want people with disabilities to be able to live a good quality of life in the community, just like anyone else.
The Center for Independent Living has grown to a staffing level of about 375 employees who serve around 8,000 people a year. A celebration marking their 25th year of community assistance will be held May 5th at Anthony's Pier 9 in New Windsor. Our Friday forecast includes mild temperatures, but it doesn't include any bright sunshine. It'll be cloudy with periods of rain Friday. Temperatures should get up around 50 degrees. Mix of sun and clouds expected on Saturday, and it'll be more seasonable with the highs reaching only the low to mid 40s. Make Record Online your place to find breaking news throughout the day and get a full report on the news plus features in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.